What's wrong with client-agency relationships? And there's no romance. It's as simple as that. I've always used dating and relationship analogies in characterizing new business and client relationships because I think they're simple analogies between both worlds. I often say that new business is akin to the pursuit of a new love, while advertising is like being married. Not that long-term relationships can't be kept fresh. Pursuit is pursuit. So what do I hear out there from my client and agency networks? Well, I hear from many agencies that there haven't been long-term commitments from clients in many years now. It all seems to be project versus retainer work. This doesn't build commitment and creates uncertainty for some. In effective relationships, both parties want commitment. Showing up from time to time often doesn't generate much fire. In romance, the question would be that would result from such a relationship would be, are you committed to me or not? Using multiple vendors creates the same tension as saying that you want to date each other, but also date other people. Asking for the benefits that come with commitment when you have only occasional interactions can feel a little one-sided. Many clients have maintained the same high standards and expectations from their agencies while cutting their budgets and reducing their resources. My client friends, though, they often tell me that they're frustrated because their agency doesn't know anything about their business. In romance, that might sound like, you don't know anything about me. A simple fix that you solve by living and breathing the client's business. In romance, it would be learning what's important to your partner and then doing it with them. Walking in your counterpart's shoes for a while works in relationships and in the agency business. Recently, I talked to a client who was considering an agency review. What's the problem, I asked. They said their agency didn't bring them any strategic leadership. I have heard the same words from many different people many times over the years. In romance, this might sound like, you don't love me anymore. So how do you avoid that happening in the agency and client worlds? Well, yearly internal account reviews to senior management, followed by yearly retreat with the client and basically repitching their business works. Think of them as client innovation sessions. In romance, that might translate to taking your significant other on an unplanned vacation to a surprise location. A little bit of extra effort in both worlds pays great dividends often. Clients often tell me too that their agency doesn't communicate very well. In both worlds, it's not about what you say that counts, it's about what the other person hears that matters. When I talked to the incumbent agency at the start of a review, some tell me that they were totally surprised. I don't think they were listening very well. Other times, both sides know that things aren't going very well and there are no surprises. The other factor that strains and eventually breaks down relationships in both worlds is money. I often hear ladies talking about their partners to their friends, and often I hear the dreaded, he's cheap. When both parties in a relationship aren't on the same financial page, often tension and contention quickly surface. A key factor that causes client-agency relationship to crumble is compensation. A slow decline from acceptance often to resentment in the end. I read earlier this year that a very smart marketer said something like this: marginal compensation leads to marginal performance. So what's the secret of maintaining great client agency? It's the passion. The flame must burst strong and must be reignited constantly. So what works in your business? Passion. It's as simple as that.